So this video is called The Six Principles of Success. This is basically a blueprint for how to be successful with any endeavor that you choose to undertake in your life. Um, it can be applied across the board. The principles can be applied across the board to almost anything to make you more successful in your endeavors and your actions. Um, and these are basically these are infallible laws of the cosmos is what they really are. I didn't originate the list. I just gathered the information and put it into a context that I could personally understand for myself. And so I just want to share that context with you all. So without further ado, let's get into the six principles of success. The guaranteed formula to produce anything you want in your life. Um, Straight up. So let's get to it. Number one, knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Um, so what does knowledge is power mean? Knowledge is power means basically it's always better to have more information um, than you need. It's always best to know things, know how to do things, um, because the reason this is so important is because life is made of a series of choices. This is nothing but an infinite series of choices that we make on a daily basis that determine the course of our lives. And the more information we have, the more wisdom we have, the more knowledge we have, the better those choices become. The better those choices become, the better our life outcomes become. Um, so knowledge is power is a very important principle. You want to try to learn about as many different a diverse set of topics as you can. Learn about yourself first and foremost. Know thyself. Without knowing thyself, you really don't have a chance to understand anything else. So as you learn about other things, also take the time to learn about your own self, your own biology, your own physiology. Learn to observe your own mental processes and thought processes and emotional patterns. Start to break that stuff down um, so that you can just become more familiar with yourself and therefore become more comfortable with yourself and therefore step into your power a little bit more. So knowledge is power. Learn as many things as you can. No such thing as having too much information, and you know, ask questions when you don't know something. Ask questions, figure it out, because that's just a part of life. All right, number two, work hard. Work hard. Man, this is an underestimated one because to get whatever you want in life, man, you're gonna have to work for it. Point blank. Period. There are billions of other people working um, just as hard, if not harder, than you what to achieve what they want in life. Some of these people may have been blessed with more natural advantages as far as socially or economically than yourself, so you might have to work doubly hard for that. But the bottom line is you got to work hard. Um, one of my favorite sayings about this is that hard work beats talent when talent don't work hard. You can have all the talent in the world, and indeed you do. Each one of us has all the talent in the world, but without putting a work ethic behind it, it doesn't mean much. And when I say work ethic, I mean a serious work ethic. It's work hard, play hard for a reason. You work hard first, then you play hard. A lot of people like to play hard, then work hard. Um, but you got to put the work in, man. You got to put the work in. You got to be persistent. You got to be resilient. You got to be good at problem solving. You got to be able to get through challenges. That's all a part of working hard for what you want. And hard work does pay off, guaranteed, guaranteed. So that's number two. Number three, find your passion. Find your passion. Find what you're passionate about. Find what you like to do. Find what you're interested in. Find what stimulates your fire inside of you. Because there is a one, as people have probably heard the old adage before, if you find a job that you like to do, if you get a job that you like to do, you'll literally never have to work a day in your life. You know, if you like to play basketball, you get to go to the NBA, you get to go overseas, or you get to play basketball for money, you'll never work a day in your life because you're doing something you love. And it's the same principle. You want to find your passion, you want to find out what you like to do, and you can only do that through trying things, trying new things, stepping outside of your comfort zone, getting into a diverse set of experiences. When you have the opportunity to try something new, try it. and you find out you might like it, you might have a knack for it, you might be a natural at it, you might can make some money off of it, you might can make a profession out of it, a career off of it, a side hustle off of it. You never know. You never know. So, long story short, find your passion, find what you're interested in, because not only that, but on a metaphysical level, there is a cosmic energy that will bring when you are in that state of mind where you're doing something you're passionate about. The universe and the cosmos will help you along in that, and produce an energy to amplify what you're doing. In other words, if you're doing something that you're passionate about, or you're doing something that you were, or you're doing something that's a part of your purpose here on Earth, the cosmos will provide extra energy, extra synchronicities, extra opportunities for you to be successful in that lane. So it's kind of like having the universe. When you find your passion, the universe is on your side. They're like, "Oh, you like to do this? Let's do this." And that's how it works. So there's a cosmic energy that can be harnessed for your benefit, when you find your passion and you find the things that you're interested to, and you engage in that on a regular basis. So find your passion. Um, Number four, keep a positive mental attitude. This is a critical one, and it encompasses a lot of different aspects. Um, but it's very important how you see yourself. It's very important how you see other people. It's very important how you view the experiences that you are experiencing, because just your view of the experience will help determine what kind of experience that is for you, and will thus have a series of ramifications after that, depending on how what choices you made within the situation. So for example, um, say my sister walks in the room right now. I can think about it a few different ways. I can think to myself, "Oh man, my sister's here. Oh man, she's gonna be doing this and that. I don't have any more private time. I'm gonna, you know, uh, put myself in a negative mood." Or, and then not only that, but that negative mood will now make that a negative experience, guaranteed. Guaranteed. A negative perspective will make it a negative experience. And on the vice versa, a positive perspective will make it a positive experience. So if my sister walks in and I'm like, "Oh, I'm happy to see you," and I'm thinking about all the positive things that are going to happen now that she's here, is going to put that experience into a whole different context for me, and I receive a different set of conditioning that I would have a set of positive conditioning as opposed to a set of negative conditioning that I would have had before. So perspective is very important. Another important perspective of keeping a positive mental attitude is expect good things to happen to you. A lot of the times, the universe doesn't give you what you want, or even what you need. It gives you what you expect. Actually, the universe always gives you what you need. That's true. But it will also give you what you expect. So if you are expecting good things to happen and you are in the mind state that good things are going to happen, then 9 times out of 10, good things will happen to you. Optimism pays off. Optimism tends to create more optimism, and that tends to create more positive experiences. And pessimism does the same, going in the negative direction. Um, if you know people who are pessimistic and are always talking negative, chances are a lot of negative things happen to those people. Not chances are. It's just the universal cycle, the law of attraction. What you get out, you get back. So if you're giving out negativity, you're going to get back negativity. If you're giving out positivity, you're going to get back positivity. Um, that's just an infallible law. That's how it works. So keeping a positive mental attitude uh, is absolutely critical. Um, and another aspect of that, of keeping a positive mental attitude, is focusing on progress. And this is all part of keeping a positive mental attitude. Is focusing on getting a little bit better every day, or with every experience, or seeing every. This goes back to how you see the experience. See the experience as something to grow from, as something is teaching you, as you can grow from this experience. You can learn something. Taking that perspective always has a beneficial effect on you mentally, because you start to look at your experiences in a different way, and they affect you in a different way, and you evolve differently as a result of that. Um, so it's not about making a stride from A all the way to Z in one step. That doesn't happen. It's several small steps. It's several small decisions that make up the big decisions. It's several small thoughts that make up the big thoughts and the big sweeping feelings. And another aspect of that is what's associated with thought is feeling. So it's not just enough to have a positive mental attitude, but you have to have a positive feeling about you, and a positive feeling about your life, a positive feeling about yourself, a positive feeling about your course in life. Um, and I know I just said a mouthful there, and I know that that can be very difficult considering the negative conditioning that we've undergone mentally and spiritually. But I'm just trying to give you the keys to navigate this because the thought is no good without the feeling. You can make yourself think that you're happy. You can think to yourself, "I'm happy. I'm in a good mood. I'm a beautiful person." But if in your heart you don't believe that, then it won't be true for you, and your experiences will not reflect that, and your thoughts will not reflect that, and your emotions will not reflect that, and it will be ungenuine. It won't work for you. So your thoughts and your feelings have to be in concert, going the same way. So keep a positive mental attitude. Um, Keep feeling positive. Find things to be positive in, and see challenges as ways to get better. Every time you master a challenge, you get a little bit better. Every time you overcome an obstacle, you get a little bit better. Um, and these are the facts of life. So see challenges as opportunities to get better, and just try to keep a positive outlook on things. Um, Number 5, network and build relationships. Man, this is so critical. This is more. This has a lot of different applications as well, but you gotta meet people. You gotta know people. I know y'all probably heard that saying 1,000 times. It's not what you know, it's who you know. That's true for many different reasons, but you want to just have a series. You want to have a network of positive relationships with people. You want to have positive relationships with the people in your life, and you want to have many of them. And again, everybody's not going to be a close friend. Everybody's not going to be a best friend. Everybody's not going to be in your inner circle. But to just be on a level of common respect with somebody, or just to have, you just want to. It makes sense for its own reasons, but it should make sense. You want to meet as many people as possible. You want to be on good terms with as many people as possible. You want other people to know what you're doing, and you want to know what other people are doing, so that way if there's some space for collaboration, if there is some space for cooperation of some sort, that can happen. um, so network and build relationships. Um, and not only that, but just metaphysically, there's a power to be found in synergy. So when you combine your energy with someone else's, there is something beautiful that can be created with that if both parties are cognizant of it. Um, so network and build relationships is very important. Last one, perhaps the most important one that makes the other 5 come together. Um, the last one, number 6, you must have integrity. Integrity defined here as just doing the right thing. Do the right things for the right reasons. Um, do the right things for the right reasons. You know, have a righteous mind, have a righteous heart. Because with these other 5 principles, knowledge is power, work hard, find your passion, keep a positive mental attitude, network building relationships. You can do all that in a for a negative purpose. You know, say if you're a terrorist, you can knowledge is power. You can learn as much about how to terrify and oppress people and hurt people as you can. And you can become very effective and efficient at it. You can work hard at it. You can hone your skills of terrorism and work hard at it. You found your passion. Your passion is hurting people. I mean, I'm saying all this to say that you can put all of these principles into a negative context, and they will work. They will work. The terrorist can apply working hard, just like the basketball player can apply working hard, just like the doctor can apply working hard. Is not a slave to any specific context, but again, with the law of attraction, what you put out comes back. If you do these things with a negative intention, if you do these things in a negative manner, there will be negative blowback. So you want to have integrity, which means doing the right things for the right reasons. Um, High honor, have some high character, be a person of your word. Don't deceive people. Don't lie to people. Don't cheat people. Don't steal from people. Don't deceive people. Don't manipulate people. This is all about having integrity because again, what you do to others comes right back to you, and that's one of those cosmic facts that you can't really get away from, that you cannot escape. So it's important for your own well-being, even if you're selfish, in your own self-interest. It's important to treat other people with respect because in your own self-interest, now that positive energy is going to come back to you. So even if you want to do what's best for you on every level, have that positive energy coming out so you can get that positive energy back. Negative energy out means negative energy coming back to you. And these are the infallible laws, man. So those are the 6 principles of success. You can apply those in almost any situation, in almost any context. A lot of them work in concert with each other. Just applying, but just know, man, that these are the keys to the gate. These are the keys to the gate. You follow that formula. And again, this isn't something that I created. This is something that was handed down to me, through several different channels. So I just want to present it to the people because it's all about mass upliftment and mass consciousness right now, man. We are all one. We are all one energy. So what happens to one affects us all. So let's look out for each other. Let's look out for each other. Apply these principles. Apply these principles and watch the success come into your life. So like I said, I'm gonna start doing videos on a more consistent basis because it's just time for that now. It's time to get the information out there. It's time to improve the quality of people's lives. It's time to start looking out for the common good. It's time to start raising the standards, man, for what we're willing to accept as social norms. Because what we're accepting right now is the bottom of the barrel. We think this is the best of all worlds when it's not. There's better ways to do things. There's better ways to organize things. There's better ways to treat people. There's better ways to distribute the resources of society. There's better ways to organize society and different social components. So we here. That's what we're here for. That's what we're going to do. So let's get it.